Hey guys, how's it going? We are going to talk about manifestation, and everybody has the ability to be a reality. Everybody has the ability to be a reality creator, to manifest. Every single person on this planet is capable of this. I'm gonna tell you about an incident that just happened, maybe like an hour ago. So we've been in our new house for about a year, I want to say, and we're still in the process of getting furniture for it and decorating and whatnot. And we're not. My wife isn't too happy about the couch we bought recently, so we thought about getting another one to kind of complement it. Maybe getting rid of the old one. And we had to go to her boss's house because she works from home. Her boss works from home. We had to go to her boss's house to go get some paperwork for her job, and it's always kind of a bit of a road trip. It takes about maybe 15 minutes, a 15-minute drive to get there, 15 minutes back. So, and I never get down. I don't really care about going in, so I just stay in the car and chill out. You know, play a game or something on my phone or whatever. Browse the YouTubes, and all that good stuff. Well, this happened Friday, I want to say. Yeah, it was Friday. So today, I get home, and I'm just sitting on one of our recliners, and she comes in and starts talking about what she wants to do with the living room, and I'm just kind of, do what you want, decorate however you want, I don't really care, kind of thing, which I do, but I don't. But I just let her do whatever when it comes to decoration, because I'm not good at interior decorating. It's not my forte. I like fashion though, which is strange. Maybe I'll talk about that sometime. I really like women's fashion. I know that's very strange for a straight male to like, but I do. At any rate, so we're talking about, she's letting me know the kind of couch she wants, and she really liked the couch that she saw at her boss's house. So she's talking about, she said something along the lines of, I wish you would think about selling her furniture and selling it to me, so I can have it. And I'm sitting down, she's standing up the whole time, kind of waving her arms around, kind of visualizing what she wants to do. And I'm sure y'all already know where I'm going with this. This is a part of the ritual. This is part of the spell. The language we use is spellcraft. So what you speak out, what comes out of your mouth is what comes from your heart, what comes out of your bowels. She's speaking things into existence. She's using her human imagination to manifest reality. So about 10 minutes later, her boss calls her. They're doing like a conference call, and her boss starts talking about how she's going to have a yard sale. And she's like, she starts talking about what she's going to sell. And my wife's on the phone like, oh my God, Rudy and I were just talking about this. I was talking about how I really wanted to buy the couch from you. And she's like, oh sure, yeah, I'll sell it to you, and she'll save it first and all that. She won't put it in the sale for $70. And this is a couch that's worth like maybe $3,000, something ridiculous like that. So, and I'm listening to all this in the other room, and I can hear their conversation, and I'm thinking to myself, what else is it going to take to convince you that you have some kind of special powers? What's it going to take for you to realize that you're some kind of witch, that I'm some kind of warlock? And I don't mean witch in a negative way. I mean a witch as in literal ritual spellcraft that took place in front of me in our living room, that I noticed, by the way, because I'm very awake, not awake, but I have my eyes open. I notice what people do. The way they wave their hands around as if they have a wand in their hand, like they're Harry Potter. Yeah. Like the Harry Potter thing is like almost like a distraction, almost like people who watch Harry Potter, they think that, well, maybe not all, right, because the fans of Harry Potter are a unique bunch. That's a separate topic, but we're shown these things in movies. Like, they can't lie to us in movies and media. Not media, but the news lies to us all the time, but they always sprinkle in half-truths with their language and their numbers, the gematria, etc. But we're shown these mystical things on television in these Harry Potter movies, for example, as if it's fantasy, when it's not fantasy, it's reality. Like, Neville Goddard was the guy that I listened to who made me kind of realize these things, and that you could speak things into existence using your own imagination. He calls it using your own human imagination. And if y'all heard of Neville Goddard, check him out. Maybe I'll leave a link in the video, in the description, to something. It don't matter. You can look up Neville Goddard and find something. There's a lot of stuff out there about him, but he's the guy that I learned that from, quote unquote, or brought it to my attention, rather. And it's only been amplified and proven to on my end. But my wife is not completely on board. Like, she's had intimations of what this is, what it is. Like, she can manifest. She's had intimations of it so many times. Her and her mother and my daughter, by the way, because they're part of some lineage of some witches or something. Like, there's something in that bloodline, man, because they're scary. They can be scary sometimes in terms of what they do and what they manifest. It's like the shit they talk about just happens like a week later or a month later. And I keep telling them these things, like, look, like, you need to be careful what you're saying, because you're speaking things into reality. And reality is fluid. It's retrocausal. It's fluid. I'm going to tell you about another story. Happened maybe like a year ago, I want to say. Yeah, about a year and a half ago. My wife and I, like, every other week, we'll go to a little flea market. I'm not gonna say the name, but it's a cute little flea market, like, down the road. And we kind of just browse around and look for. It's like old-timey. It has a lot of old-timey stuff. Like, sometimes it has old art, Beanie Babies. Like, I bought a railroad spike just because I could, because I always wanted a railroad spike. I thought it was neat. I still got to get the rust off, but I know it sounds weird to just buy for no reason. But they had Donnie Darko there, and my wife ended up buying it. So my wife ends up buying Donnie Darko because she always wanted to see it. So I know there's crazy retrocausal language in that movie. It's like the symbolism is off the chart. But I remember I remember falling asleep like twice during, not because it wasn't interesting, but because I was like dog tired. I think it was actually my week off, and I just got off the 7th day of working, so it was like a Monday. So instead of going to sleep during the day, I'll go ahead and stay up, and I'm usually really tired on Monday, so I try to stay up the whole day. And I guess as we were watching the movie, I fell asleep a few times, but I was awake for maybe the last 30 minutes, but enough to get to the credits. And that's when the strangeness happens. So, in the credits, they play the song Mad World. You know, that stupid, cheesy song. All around me are familiar faces, blah, 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 blah. And she freaked out. She started freaking out, and I was like, what's wrong? She was like, oh my God, Rudy, that was the song that was, I swear to God, Rudy, that was the song playing at the flea market, as I was buying the movie. She said that she remembers that specific song. She said that she remembers that specific song playing, and it ends up being in the credits. So she's freaking out, like, and it, you know, stuff like that don't faze me anymore, because this was around the time when the retrocausal stuff and the Mandela effect stuff and the fractals were happening to me very, 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 very often. Like, I think around the time that was around the time the tarot card thing was happening often with me. So I was like, yeah, okay. And she's freaking out. She's like, yeah, doesn't freak you out? I'm like, no, because for one thing, first of all, this is your manifestation. This is your retrocausal event. And for second, I'm so used to this by now. It doesn't faze me anymore. And it doesn't. Like, this stuff just doesn't faze me anymore. But that was more of her retrocausal experience, I guess you want to say. Of strange manifestation / Mandela effect situation. And I keep telling her, man, like, there's no such things as coincidences. It's synchronicity through and through. Like, our whole lives are retrocausal. Time goes backwards. And it's like, nothing in this world is real. So crap like that don't faze me. It's like a dream. It's like we're living in a dream world. We're experiencing death right now in real time. So I've said it before in previous videos where I'm like, we're supposed to be spending our lifetimes preparing for death. Preparing to die alone is the main motif, I think, of death. Of not death, but the main motif of life is to prepare to die alone and to be lonely. Because I don't know, to me that's just, I need to watch Donnie Darko again because I'm pretty sure that theme, that motif is in that movie as well. I don't remember much about it, to be honest. I'm gonna have to rewatch it. It seemed like a very, very good movie. I've seen 88 Finest and Poorest talk about it. Matt McKinley's talked about it. And I only remember bits and pieces of it, but it was very strange, esoteric symbolism in that movie. And I'll check it out sometime, and I'll probably end up talking about it too. But I think that's it. I just wanted to talk about manifestation, retrocausality, synchronicity. Synchronicity is a big one. I think we do live in a retrocausal existence. This is a void. We live in a void, the Black Mirror, I call it. Because if you were to, if you didn't have senses, then the world wouldn't exist. And I know maybe that's teetering on solipsism, but I don't mean that way either. Anyway, guys, if you have any questions, comments, just leave a comment. I'll see it. All right. Have a great day. Bye-bye.